Hey everybody, it's Katusa Cam, and it is Friday evening, November 22nd, and I can finally tell you this is my 10th video. The challenge that I took was from a YouTuber named The Economic Ninja. We've been watching his channel probably since around 2002, and he's just amazing to watch. And as he was talking about doing things and sharing life experiences. It kind of coincided with some things that were going on in my life that were prompting me to uh, talk about things that had happened in my past with the hope that maybe by sharing my experiences, some other young ladies uh, wouldn't feel alone in what they're going through, and that also they would be hopeful that no matter what goes on in your life right at the moment, that things can turn around and be better. So this is the challenge video, the challenges that I took, and I have enjoyed it. It's been a real learning experience, and I've had lots of interesting things happen in my life. But on purpose picked really challenging, hard things and spiritual things because I think it's really important right now, and where we're at in this country, to talk about having faith, even when things are really challenging, especially for young people when there's not a whole lot of faith being talked about. That I'm trying to find the right words for it, that can actually elicit meaningful change. There's lots of philosophies and psychologies, and there's lots of rabbit holes you can go down in, and I've been through quite a few of them because Christian faith has gotten a bad rap, and some of it rightfully so. But the fact of the matter is that God always wanted to have a relationship with people. He wasn't really interested in religion. And I think that's something that you have to walk out and figure out for your own. And the sad thing is we haven't been able to have those kind of conversations about a lot of things without it already being labeled as something really bad. And so I'm concerned about this country. I'm concerned about young women, especially dealing with the issues that we're going through right now. There's just so much more I could talk about on these things, and I didn't want them to be heavy all the time, but life happens. As I've heard other people wiser than me say, life happens while you're making other plans. I just saw a video last night, and the reason there's a delay on all of this is for like about 10 days. um, we didn't have internet because we live in an area where you still have to use routers. We're not near a big city. We are, but we're not. We live in a valley, and there's just some things going on there. We had all sorts of issues with our router and power going out. And so it was really one of these things where it's like, well, do I really believe what I say, that I'm going to trust God that if the right time comes, things are going to happen and I'll get these videos posted. But I just wanted to say, Economic Ninja, my husband and I watch you. We got turned on to you because my brother was watching you. We have taken your advice on a lot of things, and we're taking some steps right now because of the things you were talking about, and you've been absolutely right about all of it. I can tell you that we may not be able to buy property this go around, but I can tell you by the end of this year, I would have paid off 5 credit cards. We're so much in a better situation than we were before. And we're looking to probably be completely out of credit card debt by the middle of next year. And then I'm going to be working really hard to get the rest of our debt can be completely debt free. And I feel so much lighter from doing that. And I just want to encourage you that you're a great encourager of people. And to have whoever Joyce Carnivore is, who's watched a few of my videos and the only person who's commented, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Your encouragement has been really, really wonderful to me. I've really appreciated it because like I said, I haven't been able to figure out what I'm doing. But it has been good to share about some life experiences and to say to people, whatever you're going through right now, there is another side to it, and you will get eventually to that other place. And I'm just going to leave it like this. I saw a video last night on YouTube after we got the router, which was we had got one that crapped out, and then they sent us one that was broken, and then they sent us another one last night, and it turned out it didn't have a SIM card in it, so we had to take the SIM card from the broken one and put it into the new one before we shipped it off. It's just been crazy. But when we turned on, there was this beautiful lady crying because her family had disowned her because she voted for DJT. And she said, I didn't treat my family that way when JB won. Have to be careful what you say. And whoever, through this beautiful lady, whoever you are in your 40s, I'm just going to say I understand because my family disowned me in 2016 when I voted for DJT. Said I would get hateful, ugly email strings like I had suddenly been responsible for all sorts of things, which I was not. And I'll just say this to whoever she is. This too shall pass. There are times in life where you have to make the choice to stand up for what you believe in, and you're going to lose people over that. But that's actually kind of scriptural. It says in the New Testament, it talks about that sometimes, you're going to lose family and friends to follow the Lord. But the Bible promises that when you make sacrifices to put those right things in place, that God makes up for all of that. I'm not necessarily tying that together to say that just because you voted for Trump, God's going to reward you. That's not the whole thing. It's just that sometimes it takes courage to take a stand for things that you know are right to do or in the betterment for the country or for your own personal life. And people won't be happy with you about that. And so I've had to make the decision that I was going to go on, and I lost my kids over this. Not like custody battle, but they disagreed with me, and I've got a daughter who doesn't want to communicate with me about it. And so you have to just keep going. You have to understand that as you're growing and as you're going through life, that there are things that are going to happen, and some people who you thought were going to walk with you on the journey, they're only meant to walk with you so far. I can promise you, though, that when you do the right things for the right reasons with the right heart, God has a way of making it up to you, and it's usually in the ways that you would never expect it. So to Economic Ninja, thank you so much for sending out the challenge. No matter what, I've learned a lot. I may not post a whole lot more, and the things I posted on, I'm never going to ask anybody to click like, subscribe, and share or whatever, because that's not the whole reason I did this. I did this because somewhere out there in the world right now is maybe one or two young women who've been through some really tragic things, who are struggling with their spirituality and their life because of the decisions they've made to get abortions or because they were abused and they don't know how to forgive themselves. It's for those people. Whoever you are out there, whoever you are, have hope, have faith. I really would encourage you to get into the Word. Yeah, you should find a good church, but I'll be honest with you, I can't find any church that's teaching the Bible right. That's why I said like Be in Health and Pathway to Health and all these few ministries that I've been to that are teaching something that I've actually seen my life change with. It's never too late. It's never too late to turn it around. As long as we have breath, God will work with us, and He will lovingly work with the brokenhearted. Don't give up hope. I hope this message finds you, because I do believe we're coming into some days, maybe not in the not so distant future, where things like this will never be allowed to be talked about and will be taken down and be taken off the internet. Whoever you are, you can do it. You can. Be blessed. And I hope this message finds the right people that it's meant to find. And to all the rest of you, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. God loves everyone, and He really wants to have a relationship with everyone. And with that, I'll just call it a day. So it's Katusa Cam signing out. Bye bye.